right, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Can you guys hear me? That's my first question. Can you hear me? Because I really don't feel, don't feel like repeating myself. Hello. Buongiorno. Hello. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Yes, no? Yes. All right. Thank you, Adam. Ωραία, φίλε μου, ευχαριστώ. Άντε. All right. So let's get started. What a weird day. Very weird. I woke up this morning and my eye was half open and I'm like, what the fuck is going on in the markets? And I see the S&P the first thing and it's spiking to like crazy levels. And then I look over at the Nasdaq quickly and it was down. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I'm like, this thing is not updating. And then I started to see what's going on, and sure enough, the vaccine was announced, and that's great. It's good news, right? We all want to hear good news for sure, but it's not that simple, right? It's not that simple. There's a lot of things that have to go right in order for us to benefit from this, right? And it's not going to be tomorrow, and it's not going to be today for sure. Next week or next month. There's a lot more things to go. All right. Nonetheless, we saw some extraordinary moves, especially in the small caps. It was up 10%. Imagine, imagine in 3 hours, an index up 10%, just like that. 2,000 stocks to the moon. Right. Uh, S&P, I think, was, I forgot what it was exactly, but let me measure it, 5%. Now remember, the typical normal average extreme is about 2% ish, right? So you go up double that. Poof. All right. So where we are now, where are we now? So we're at 2.6 in the S&P. Nasdaq is down 0.5, and small caps are up 3.7. Still extremely high for both of them, except the Nasdaq. But the Nasdaq had some nice runs here recently. Okay. So where does that put us all? What is going on? That's the question. Well, from the mechanics standpoint, the small caps are risk on. And if you guys remember, I said I don't understand why small caps are performing so well, right? While the market was coming down, it was holding up better. It was um, um, recovering better. It was performing better. Same thing with the bonds. Why is the bond going up? Is it a dollar problem, or is the market seeing something good happening to the economy? That's why you would sell bonds, right, and then move into stocks. So there was a very interesting um, thing to observe. It just didn't make sense to me. And as you guys know, if you've been following me, that I've been saying that. So from the mechanics standpoint, to see the beaten up stocks perform well is a bullish signal. That is what typically happens at bottoms. Okay. When a recession hits, they sell off the worst, whatever it is, whether it be banking, whatever it be airlines, or whatever the case is, they will destroy them. And that's what happened. At the bottom, what you will see is that these beaten up stocks are going to outperform the market leaders. And that's exactly what's happening today. Right? So from that standpoint, it's good. Now, having said that, I don't want to confuse anybody because we did have a huge move here, right? This move here, huge move from the bottom. Not the same thing. Not the same thing. This is just a relief rally, okay? Short covering, people taking profits, short squeezing. It's not the same. This is normal. This is something you expect. This is different. It's different because it had time to consolidate for people to put their positions on, whatever the case may be. It was something that means something more. Is it the bottom? I don't know. But for right now, the way the market is behaving, it seems to really feel that this Pfizer vaccine is legit, and it's something that gives us great hope in the future. Not today, not tomorrow, not next month. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. Now, can that change tomorrow? Yes, I don't have a crystal ball. If it changes tomorrow, I'm going to tell you it changed. I'm not a magician, but I'm just telling you the way the market, the message of the market is what it's telling us. Okay. Now, there's going to be a lot of confusion. What's going on? Things are not lined up properly. Just money shifted very quickly. Things are all over the place. All right. So we'll once again kind of go through everything here in a moment. But again, for the Bears, for the Bears, we do have a double top still in the market leaders in the NDX. Okay, it's still there. Doesn't mean that it can't be broken. It can, no problem. But it's still a double top. It's still an M pattern. Okay. S&P broke out. Now remember, you don't know at tops, and this could be a top. All the bullishness, all the beautiful things, that's great. But let's look at the charts, right? At tops, you don't know if it's going to just come prior, at, or just above. Okay, so this right now is showing just above. It broke it, came back down, which is not a bad thing, by the way. This could be a break test go. Okay, but it did break it, and it is there. It's there. Just acknowledging it. Small caps broke the all-time highs. Okay, now up till now, a lot of these indexes had that lower high. Okay, they had lower high, lower high, lower high. Now that is not the case anymore. It's not the case, but it has to hold. Otherwise, again, we end up back in the same scenario where you break it, it comes back and then fails. Right? So that's the bearish aspect of it all. I'm just telling you straight up. Transportations came up. They're testing just below the previous high. Okay. The market leaders, the FANGs, double top, still there. Okay. Let me show it to you. Double top. We can also make a very good case that this is a head and shoulders. So you see that, yes, we're very excited today. Yes, there is a lot of good news. Yes, 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 yes. But we're not out of the woods. Now, for the bull case, we rallied so hard. 10 to 14% has been the recent limits. It's not unreasonable for the market to pull back in the NASDAQ, in the FANGs. It's not unreasonable that you're going to get really big extremes in the S&P and the small caps, and then they come back. Okay, because you have the 2% limit per day, you have the 7% limit per week. Those have been exceeded. You have the 10 to 14% wave moves that created limits. So we have a lot of limits that we hit and have corrected. Okay, we can consolidate, we can go sideways, we can push higher. Certainly, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, I don't know, but that's the bullish case. Now, I wanted to say one more thing about the bear case, and I completely forgot about it. Give me a moment. Let me light up a cigarette and think about it. But there's one more thing about the bearish case. There's one more thing. And fuck, I lit it up backwards. And I was saying it just as I was saying the bull stuff. I'm like, there's one more bearish, but I can't think of it. I can't think of it. Mm. What is it? What is it? Something else. Ah, of course, the 10-year. 10-year is a big problem. 10-year is a big problem. Where is it? Somewhere here. I'm dyslexic, so these things, these numbers now, they're bouncing all over the place. I'm like, where? Okay, there it is. 10-year today is breaking out. We're almost at 1%. Not good. You don't want that to be happening because this puts pressure on stocks. Okay? There's a compression that's going on between earnings yield and bond yield. And with the bonds as high as they are, this is problematic. Now, having said that, the other day I mentioned that there was an expansion of the range that occurred. And it looked kind of funky only because now wave 1 is all the way up here. Okay, see it? All the way up here. So we take the bottom here, go all the way up top here, B, touching this portion, that we needed one more up. Okay, and then once that one more up does occur, then you can define the structure. This is not valid anymore, this point. The validity starts here now, which is really weird. Okay, no, sorry, not there, where the A is, sorry. Okay, where the A is. And now you're kind of looking like this. Kind of funky. But anyway, this is now, if it hooks, you gotta wait for the hook. If it hooks, will be the valid structure and megaphone-ish, whatever you want to call it. The wave 3 has completed, and we're gonna look for more downside. Okay, but I don't see the harm in keeping this and just expanding it at this point because what are we trying to do? We're trying to capture the essence of the move, the essence of the wave, of the structure, right? So then we can figure out what the risk rewards are. So for those purposes, I'll just keep it like this for now, okay? But in terms of actual count, this is a wave 3 up, all right? Doesn't mean it's the end, but it is a wave 3 up. So